seen like it in like a farmland thing where you can only see, but like you can, it's either a phrase or it's a drawing of something, but you can only see it from like a fucking plane.
Yeah.
You know, and you're like, well, how would you know where to turn? And
Yes.
The craziest ones are the lines of Nazca. Have you seen that in Peru?
No.
The lines of Nazca. So it's Nazca, I think. So these are like world famous. I think that's how you spell it. Yeah. But look at the images.
Oh, wow.
Right? And then these have been there for, I don't know how long, but like how the fuck?
Unreal.
How is that?
How the hell do you do that? They have a different brain, these people.
And you can only see that from the air.
I know. So they don't even get the reveal or the satisfaction.
Yeah,
Crazy.
I mean, and I've seen like the ones in like here in, you know, you'll go to Iowa and it's just like fucking go Hawkeyes. And you're like, but how did you do it?
How did you do it? But now at least you can type it in as some, you know, spreadsheet or whatever app that makes it work. But this is, you know, thousands of years old.
Yeah.
And everybody probably thought this guy was a kook and a witch and a weirdo. And look at that. Yeah,
I went and saw these once in like a small plane and nearly vomited.
Yeah.
And dad.
That's what black people think we do as white people. Like, oh yeah, we do this. We get on a small plane. We check these out. It's free.
Dang. I was over at Walgreen. You got Walgreen over there in New York City?
Oh yeah, we got a CVS, Walgreen, Rite Aid, you name it.
And I was in line, and they're like, make sure to tag us on your social medias. And it literally just blew my brain out of my freaking wiener, man, because it was like, who is gonna, like, you know, got my cancer meds or whatever, you know, like,
yeah,
having fun in the parking lot, CVS. It's just crazy how everything is like hashtag, like like
it's all connected. It's all weird. It's sometimes though you gotta admit those guys are funny on Twitter. Like Wendy's will go off on some guy.
Oh yeah,
fun.
Yeah. If Wendy's and Arby's go off, dog, I'm there for that.
Oh yeah. Because you know there's just some fat guy behind a desk and he's just like, screw it, I'm gonna be myself, just with the face of Wendy's.
Yeah, man, Wendy's used to be so good.
Oh, the square burger, baby. Dave Thomas, chili.
Remember?
I loved when it was
chili was their thing.
That was their thing.
That was their thing.
And you get the baked potato, you pour the chili on it. Then some girl was like, "What? Where'd you learn that?" Then she'd blow you. It was a great time.
Yeah. And your family was doing great. It's like, we're here.
Yes.
You know?
It felt like, you know, you go to Rallies or McDonald's, it felt a little low brow, but Wendy's felt a little upscale.
You kind of jumped out the car.
Yeah.
Like, Dad is a good guy.
Oh.
You know, like you'd have all these crazy vibes. You know?
I mean, he still hit me, but, you know, it was at the salad bar, so felt classier.
Locked up. I've had a couple of recent urinations that have burned when I pee, but it's not an STD. It can't be.
Isn't that a nice feeling?
Oh, it's a great feeling.
Burn away, baby. I know it's just the weird
whatever
sock I jizzed in.
No, I'm like, no, now when it burns when I pee, I'm like, yeah, it could be prostate cancer, but at least it's not the clap.
I know, but remember how that used to I used to lay in bed and I go, what is it? Is it AIDS? What do I have? Am I gay?
I really, it's funny you say that because I've realized, and it's been slowly over the past like couple of months, realized how much less anxiety I have not being so sexually promiscuous, because it's like, I realized like 95% of my anxiety was from that.
You called me out at one point. You were like, it's depression. You're just depressed, and this is how you're dealing with it with all these gals. And it like hit me like a ton of dildos. I was like, you're right.
Yeah. No, that's what it is, because it's an emptiness. But you know what I found with women is I was as sexually, as in the throes of that sex addiction I was in, I would find women who were just like me, who also were sex addicts. So it's not like, very rarely did I find a girl who like wanted a relationship, because Giannis would always make fun of me. He'd always be like, you always have sex with a girl and then they never want to talk to you again. Like, they ghost you. You must be a bad lover, which is probably true. I think I'm part A, selfish lover, and then part two, I was finding women that just were in the same, they were depressed and they wanted to get plugged, and I went to plug something, and that's how we filled it.
That seems nice.
Yeah.
That's a good way to live. That's equality, baby.
That's what it is.
Pro-labia.
Yeah, feminism, that's a nice silver lining with feminism, is girls, they just want to fuck with no strings attached.
Yeah, I think that's way more normal than like, You know, with these older ladies, like, you're being a whore, you're giving it away. And it's like, well, isn't getting a dinner and a movie more hoary?
Yes.
You know, isn't that way weirder? Like, hey, I'm not going to fuck you till the 5th date after you buy me 17 pieces of salmon. Like, that's way more prostitute-ish.
Yeah. Shout out salmon. Omega-3s, heart healthy. Good to keep the heart up and cholesterol down during the pandy-wandy.
Elliot Page, I'll call you.
Elliot Page. Oh, yeah.
The future's female.
Yeah, I guess.
All right. Oh, shit. If we say too much, Tim Dillon's going to fall out of a rafter. Yeah.
Yeah, they always think we're having fun. It's like, no, we're just getting weird alone.
I know you don't really read DMs.
Yeah.
I'm still kind of new to this whole success thing, and it's going well, and I read everything because I'm scared to lose one fan.
Uh-huh.
And it's just some guy like, if you want to get a beer before the show, I can show you my knife collection, and I have a snake. Let me know. Here's my address. And you're like, who would do this?
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
Dude, do you know what I think the craziest one of those is? Hey, man, I saw that you're coming to Salt Lake. And you're like, yeah. And they're like, do you want to stay with me?
Oh.
And you're like, what?
Big one.
Like, do I want to stay with you? And they're like, yeah, I got an extra room. Like, no, dude. First of all, I don't know you.
You're right.
And you don't think there's a hotel involved in my travels?
Yeah. Like, you start to feel bad for women because you're like, oh, this is what they deal with from dudes.
Yeah, yes.
And we're doing it, and it's not even sexual. It's just weirdo.
Yeah, it's weirdo. Yeah, and look, sometimes there's ladies who are like, do you want to stay at my place? And you're like, but no.
Yeah.
Like, no.
I know. How do you tell a woman, like, I want to put a dick in your vagina and then leave after?
I think you just did it.
Oh, okay.
That's
Which everybody can have their own thing. The internet is big and vast, and it's got room for everybody. But when people start attacking people, that's what bugs me.
Yeah.
You know, like, you can have your thing, and Theo can have his thing, but when people come at your thing, I'm like, why? What do we do? That's enough for everybody.
Right.
That's bandwidth.
Yeah, that's bandwidth. We got a question right here. I want to think a little bit more about this. I'm not good sometimes. Some people are great at thinking and talking at the same time. When I meet somebody like that, like if I watch like a Ben Shapiro or like a Jordan Peterson, somebody whose brain, like, it's almost like their mouth is like a little before their brain.
That's impressive.
It's like a wizard.
I know, grand wizard.
Yeah.
I'm the exact opposite. I'm like, I'm just faking it, and then I'm hoping my brain catches up. You know, I'll just keep talking, then maybe it'll pop in.
Yeah, that's how I am too. Here's a white guy.
Yeah, piece
up.
of shit. Honky.
Well, stand-up comedy, because I've never been to the city of New Orleans. I've been to most cities in the U.S., you know, with comedy. There's no comedy club in New Orleans.
Nothing.
Is there a reason for that?
Yeah, because people, they don't want to sit and listen to your thoughts on Uber, you know? They want to go out and party. They don't want to sit there like, you know?
Yeah.
And they think they're funny, too.
Right.
And I think it's a tourist town, so the tourists are like, wait, I'm not coming here to watch comedy. I'm coming here to get sloppy and get a prostitute and go to a strip club.
Yeah, I know. I feel like for a city in the South, it's extremely progressive, like a Nashville. Every time I'm in Nashville, I'm like, oh, this is probably what New Orleans feels like. But people say it's even crazier and it's even hotter and stickier.
It's hotter and stickier and blacker. You know, we got the Creole, we got the jazz.
V's listening.
Yeah. Black Son V.
Yeah.
But yeah. It's we got more soul down there. I feel like Nashville's a bunch of honky tonk queef, whitey douches, and we're more second line and Mardi Gras and all that voodoo shit.
Run into my friend in their. I'm like, how was your night? He's like, I got blown like 3 times. How about you? I was like, I fucked her. I don't know. He's like,
this is Woman of the Year.
Yeah, it was pretty great.
Fuck Caitlyn Jenner. This is it.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. But like, that is one of those, you know, it was never like that any other time.
Yeah, of course, never again. But this is up there with like when the hillbilly's like, they took me up on a spaceship and they put a probe up my ass, and you're kind of like, I don't know I'm still not sure if I believe you.
Yeah,
this is too crazy.
Well, what I realized like afterwards, I was like, oh, she went out the way that we normally go out,
right?
Which was like, I want to get laid, and that was like, I think that was like just like her mission for the night. Like, I want to get laid. Got laid and was like, you can shut the fuck up now.
Wow. But it's so, why don't women do this more often? Because it would just,
I don't know.
You'd have a 99% hit rate.
I know. It would. You would absolutely have the high hit rate. But I guess like this lady was like more comfortable just going after what she wanted. A lot of people, you know, a lot of women want to play the game, right? It's got to be like, well, like, she was just like, here's what I'm doing tonight.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, if I was a lady, I guess that's just not what they're into. They want the foreplay and the flirty. But man, that is just so. It's like being gay for a minute. You were treated like a gay guy when that was a gay dude, and you got picked up.
That's why we just know that gays have it the best.
Glory holes are socially distant.